Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. It is a really exciting show. It is launch party, of course. That's what happens every Tuesday evening here at Crafters TV, where we bring you awesome deals, out of this world pricing. We're going to explore some new crafts together, but most importantly, we're going to do some awesome launching as well. And you've joined us for a really good one because the product lineup is amazing. And I've got the Queen of Crafters Companion herself with me. We're reunited, so we haven't worked together for so long. So good to be back with you in this brand new studio.
Well, it's mine and Joe's first time together in our new little house. I say little house.
It's massive.
It's pretty big, especially the old house that we moved out of. It's a lot bigger. And do you know what? We've got a fantastic show planned, and I must be really honest in telling you, I kind of pulled rank a little bit to get this show. So what I've come to quickly realise is launch day is like, the launch party show on a Tuesday afternoon is our second biggest show of the week after when we have a launch day. You guys flood here in your masses to see the brand new launches we've just had featured again, some amazing Explorer kits as Joe says, phenomenal deals and a little sneaky peek at some stuff coming up. So to give you a little bit of a hint of what's coming up this show, last week we launched the colossal embossing folder and stencil combos and you guys loved them. So what I've done is basically my top card last week, Joe, everyone loved this Hummingbird technique that I showed, like a two-tone effect on the Hummingbird. So by popular request, I'm going to walk you through that again for anyone who missed it last week or anyone who ordered the product and wants to just be reminded of how awesome it is. So we've got that coming up. I've got a sneaky peek of a brand new big launch day that's coming up tomorrow with our Jan. It's Jan's first ever launch day on her own. So Jan's got that big show tomorrow. I'm going to give you a sneaky peek of that coming up later. And then we've got a phenomenal deal on our Aqua tints for anyone looking to get into a new craft. So I thought we'd get a bit messy, play with the Aqua tints, bring in some of the new stencils that we've got, look at some different techniques there. And of course, I am here at your disposal. So if there's anything else you'd like to see, just ask my good mate Joe in the corner and your wish shall be our command today. How about that, Joe? We'll turn the show over to the customers, let them decide what we're going to do a bit more of.
Absolutely. Let's make it all about our lovely viewers. Loads of you tuning in and chatting away already. Remember, if you want to get in touch with me, you want to have a bit of a gossip, or you've got some burning questions that you want addressing, then all the usual ways. Crafters TV on Facebook, drop into the live feed over there, or pop yourself over to Crafters Companion on YouTube as well. Now, Sarah was talking about those 3D embossing folders with the gorgeous stencils. I'm going to quickly run you through what you're getting in that collection because it's already busy on those. So busy when we launched them. They've been so busy all week as well. So you're going to get in here the lovely roses firstly. I love the amount of dimension that you're able to get on here. You've got the beautiful lilies in here too. Then you've also got this one. That is the one, isn't it?
That's the one I'm doing, Joe. That's the one. But do you know what? The bird looks good there. Do you want to see how much better he looks on my card? Right?
Oh, let's have a look.
Look at how much better he looks on this one here, right? So when you see him might be a her, and I'm going to teach you how to get this two-tone effect going on the leaves, on these little branches, and then the same on the little lily there as well. So if you missed that last week, I'll walk you through that technique again and you can fall in love with multiple lace stenciling all over again.
Oh, I'm really excited for that. Can't wait to see that demonstration done again. So yes, the Hummingbird is just there. And then what we've also got in here is the floral butterfly, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. You're also going to receive the delicate dandelions, which are these ones here. And these poppies, I love them. They're kind of like a little bit abstract, which I think is a really awesome way of sort of presenting them. So make sure you grab that. $44.99 if you're here in the UK, $58.27 if you're across in the US. You can, of course, use your Club Inspire discount across absolutely everything that you're going to see in the show. Right. We've got a very special guest coming up very soon. With
what, you mean I'm not the very special guest?
You're always special. Whenever you're here in the studio,
Someone get him a spade.
I am stuck between a
Someone
rock
get
and a
him a
hard
spade.
place because our special guest can hear me, you can hear me as well. There's no way out for me from here. So I'm just going to press on and do some more deals. Let me share with you some of the other stuff that's proving really busy that's going to be coming up a little bit later in this show. The Explorer Kit. We always bring you one of these every single launch party. And this is about you trying something new for the first time. This week it's all about double-sided dies. You've got a fantastic double-sided die in there, and you've also got everything that you need to get started with all things double-sided. An awesome price, £26 if you're a Platinum member in the UK. In fact, ignore me, £24 for Platinum members in the UK. We've got an out of this world deal for you as well. This is where we take one of your most loved products and just give you a stonking great deal on it, and that's what we've done. Check out the savings on this. You're saving over $40 in the US. 4 of our most popular Aqua tint collections, along with one of our blending tools and also one of our brushes in there as well. That is a really lovely collection that you've got there. We also have, of course, the ink daubers. These are back in stock. We've really struggled to keep these in stock for a long time. They are in stock right now. I know some of the other retailers that we supply have sold out. We've got them in our warehouse right now, ready to go. Now, the special guest that we've got coming up is one of my favourite special guests that she have, because she gave us the term, and I use it all the time, boom, which I love. But I'm going to let Sara tell you what's coming up.
Yes, so we don't get to do this very often, but you know how you guys absolutely love, and I mean love to the point we can't keep them in stock, the Tiffany buddy bags. So those of you who've been on the journey with us, who've followed us since we did our partnership with Tiffany last year, will have seen what happens. We get the buddy bags, they come in, they sell out. We have to wait a few months, we get another delivery of buddy bags from Tiffany, they come in, they sell out. Well, once in a blue moon, Tiffany invents a new buddy bag. And you'll be pleased to hear that January sees the launch of not 1, but 2 of the incredible buddy bags. Now, here's the thing, okay? These are so new, our stock is still clearing port at the moment. So you know how you hear about all these congestions, all the lorries backed up in Dover? That's us. Our Tiffany buddy bags are on one of them lorries stuck in the port congestion. So they're due into us any day. Tiffany has the actual bags herself. So we're going to go live to Tiffany. She's going to walk you through those bags. What I will tell you though is you will be the first people in the world to order them. And basically what you're doing is you're earmarking your bag or bags, because trust me, you're going to want several of each one of these, especially when you see the pricing. We're going to get them, and as soon as that shipment arrives in a few days, yours are going to be the first ones out the warehouse. Honestly, having seen the pre-orders on these bags alone, it would not surprise me if we sell all of these before the stock even lands in our warehouse. Anyway, I'm going to say no more. I'm going to hand you, I think we've got Tiffany on there. Let's say hi to Tiffany. Hello, me dear, long time no see. Happy New Year.
Hello, Sara. Happy New Year to you too. So excited to be here with you.
Oh, hey, I see you've grown your hair a little bit. Me too. It's the new lockdown look for me.
We can't help it. It's the COVID length. Totally.
I like it.
Hey, look.
Go on. Over to you, me dear. Take it away. Talk us through these amazing new bags. Can I just say, I've already earmarked 3 of these for my own stash.
You know what? These are awesome. This is the brand new Lisa buddy bag. You are seeing it first right here, right now. And people have been asking me for this for a while. This is a 12 by 12 buddy bag, right? So it's actually 13 by 14 by 1.5 inches this way. And so it's going to be perfect for holding all of your 12 by 12 papers and projects. So it's not very exciting here, is it, right? Look at this. Oh, so exciting. So what I've done is I have put a whole stack of paper in here, and then I have also used our paper storage box dividers to sort of categorize that paper. But you are going to be able to get 100 sheets of cardstock, up to 200 sheets of paper. Now, paper is a different thickness, right? There's all different kinds. So it's going to vary based on how thick of paper you have. But anywhere from 100 sheets to 200 sheets, depending on what you've got. You've got this nice handle on the top, so it is ideal. It's going to fit your cart, your paper pads, everything you need. And it's also a great bag for putting an entire project together in one place, right? So you can literally go with one project, grab it, and get out the door with it. Just like everything else, it's clear. It's got the reinforced handle. It's got a pocket on the side for labeling. It's got a handle on this side, so you can pull it off and on your shelf really easily. And you know what else this fits in? Just take a guess. Just take a guess. Yes, Lois. If you've got a Lois tote, you're going to be able to fit up to 6 of the new Lisa Buddy bags right into that Lois tote. So it's a great way to carry a lot of paper or a lot of projects, or really divide your things up and also be able to transport them. But one of the things I know you guys love about our products is that everything that we make kind of works together, right? So what else is going to fit in your Lisa bag? Of course, your scrap masters are going to fit in there. So if you're trying to protect something, you want to take paper and project supplies all together in one bundle, you are going to be able to get your scrap master organizer into there and your cardstock as well. So you can take everything again for that project, or keep things organized by theme or sentiment or holiday or whatever it is. And you've got this, just, it's lightweight, but it's so clear. And of course, this is made out of the heavier vinyl as well. So the smaller buddy bags, that lighter weight vinyl, we know you're going to carry this around more. So it's a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier vinyl. And again, it has the reinforced top on it also. It is also going to work. It's a great place to store your stencils, especially the 12 by 12 stencils, and it's going to be perfect. I just used the 12 by 12 pockets. Look at that. I've got all those 12 by 12 stenciled. I used a labeling tab. I've got even some smaller stencils in there in the smaller, just a smaller stencil in that large pocket. But you are going to find so many things that you're going to love, love, love in this bag. And again, it's 13 by 14 by 1.5 inches wide. So really, it's not going to get too heavy. It's not going to weigh you down. You're going to be able to just take the perfect amount of a project with you right there in that Lisa bag. It's so exciting. I mean, I'm just thrilled to be introducing this today.
Do you know what, Tiffany? I'm kind of thinking I did the wrong thing getting 3 of them planned. I totally need 6, don't I? In fact, I'm thinking I need 6 and a new Lois tote is what I'm sensing that I actually really need. Yeah, she's giving us the nod.
It's definitely, you're definitely going to want a bunch of them. I mean, I was just thinking about project planning and taking things with you, and kids that you're homeschooling and being able to segment off of their projects as well that keep things neat and organized and still portable at the same time. So it is going to be so versatile. You are going to love them, and you can fit 6 in a Lois tote. So of course you have to start with 6 to go into that Lois tote, right? Because you want to take the full, you want to load that up. But it'll also pop in with other things because it is that 12 by 12 dimension. So everything that you have, everything that you're using is going to fit in there. You're going to have plenty of room. It's easy to pull things in and out. It does have the little plastic liner tray, and that's what gives it its stability around the edges. I guess I should show you. It's hard to see this in the clear bag, right? But there is the tray. That is like all the buddy bags. That is what gives the stability and keeps the edges and corners of your paper protected. But it's open up the front so you have all that clear visibility as well. So the Lisa bag is awesome. I've been, like I said, I've been asked this almost since we introduced buddy bags years ago. So I'm really, really excited to be introducing it right here today on the launch party. It's awesome. So
yeah. No, I think the thing is, like you say, Tiffany, it's just there's not much out there for storing 12 by 12. You know, I've found this since I've been using all these stuff. The little bags are brilliant, and you kind of want to do everything that you can with the little ones, but with the big papers. So, I mean, I can tell you now, they have been a huge hit. just from people being nosy and having a little look at what was coming up on the show before they've even seen the product. And you'll be pleased to know that the rate at which the stock's going, they're jumping off in big clumps, which suggests to me people are kind of buying sixes. But it's not just the new one as well. You've got 2 new ones. As well as that one, we've also got the Nancy one, and we're doing exactly the same with both of them today. So show us about the Nancy one as well.
So Nancy also new, and Nancy is a smaller girl, she's a little smaller than Lisa, and she is designed to hold your rotating design board, right? So she's 12 inches tall on the outside, 10.5 by 4 deep. She's got this nice pocket on the front, and then there are also 2 pockets on the inside. So there's one here and one here, and it's hard to see things right in that clear. So let's see one that's loaded up. Here's our girl Nancy. Look at this. In this Nancy bag, I have my rotating design board, and those just recently came back in stock. But I noticed they're kind of low on stock also, so they must be flying as well. So the rotating design board, which you're going to love for coloring. So this is like a coloring bag, a portable coloring kit for the rotating design board in here. I've got, look at this, I've got my Sara bag loaded with my tri-blend markers. I've also got a Deborah bag in here. So you might have markers. I've got Colorista markers in here, but you might have colored pencils, and then your front pocket is going to be the perfect place for your pencil sharpener and your eraser. But look at the room. It's small, but it's mighty, right? It's got this nice square base on the bottom. The other great thing about this bag is that it's clear. So if you're taking it somewhere to an event where you need to have a bag that's mostly clear to get into that event, this is a perfect bag for just using for that type of thing. It's a little bit smaller than our other bags, so it's gonna be easy to take with you when you go somewhere. It's just, and again, perfect for kids for organizing, homeschooling, and that type of thing. Has the zip on the top that tucks in, so if you want to leave it open and lay those flaps on the inside down, you can open it up this way, and then you have direct access to the bag, or you can zip it closed. So whatever we're going to use it for, it's going to be perfect for all kinds of projects and travel and all of that stuff. And, you know, once we get back to traveling, I bet it'll tuck, I know it'll tuck under the seat of a plane. So it's a perfect way. Look at all the things I put in here. So this is a project I was working on, a card making project. I've got inks and punches and crayons and washi tape. I mean, it just keeps going, right? You could put your entire, I've got the magazine I'm using with the ideas in it. I've got the cardstock that I need, the envelopes, the bling. It's all in here. It's all visible. It's all accessible. Everything I need to create this project. So if I was going to go over to a girlfriend's house, or maybe I'm going over to visit family, I'm going to just be able to take my whole project, quick, easy, and like all of our buddy bags, being clear makes it so much simpler to find your things and to see because the light gets into the bag. You know, you get to a certain age, and Sara, I know you're not there yet, but when those black bags, like a black hole for supplies, and that is why we try to do everything with clear so that you can see into it, you know exactly what you're getting.
You know, Tiffany, so for me, it's not just the fact that it's clear, it's the fact that it's really sturdy in the base and it's built to be unbelievable quality. Because, you know, I carry a lot of this stuff around all the time, you know, in and out of work to me, into the studio, back to the house. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Lowe's tote. It's just sometimes a bit big. I don't have that much stuff to take. This is like a project-based tote. I love the idea with the homeschooling. I mean, at the moment, we are loading up bags and bags every day to drop the kids off with one of the sets of grandparents for the homeschooling. That you could fit in an iPad, you could fit in a small computer. Like you say, I like the idea of having one of these for like a project set that you're working on, but it's got that sturdy base in the bottom and then being able to see everything. Honestly, Tiffany, I hadn't seen this. I hadn't physically seen it until you've just shown me it there now. I could not be more. I can't wait to get one of these bags myself, 2 or 3 of these bags myself, because if I look at how many rubbishy bags, you know, just just that aren't made for that purpose, and you drop stuff in and you can't see to the bottom and it's all falling into place. That's so sturdy. I can just see this being so useful for so many people in so many ways.
You know what, it really is so multifunction, and it's not huge, right? It's easy to put over your shoulder. It doesn't take up a ton of space. It's not going to take up a huge amount of space in your car, but you're absolutely right. It is a great place to throw in a tablet or a small computer, a book, some writing things, so it's going to be ideal for traveling. And again, because you can open up the top all the way, if you're doing a road trip, you can keep your things in there, your books, maybe some toys for your boys, that type of thing, and they can literally use it on the drive or when they're traveling to sort of work out of. So it is a perfect, it's only 4 inches wide, but it does have this nice sturdy base. It's got the reinforced bottom, it's got the reinforced handles. It is just the ideal small tote. So if you love your lowest tote, but like you said, Sara, sometimes it's just too much, you are going to love Nancy, especially for coloring. You got your coloring pages in there. It's ideal for that. So
Tiffany, it's totally perfect for that. Tiffany, what I love about it is the fact that you've got that zip on there as well on the top, which I think is awesome. How often do you have bags that topple over and everything falls out? Tiffany, as you would say, I feel like I have kind of adopted your catchphrase, Tiffany, which is boom. But that is what is happening, because I'm going to use the catchphrase boom because a fifth of the stock already of Lisa has sold out and gone, and it's literally not even landed yet. It's like a VIP preview. It's your chance to get your hands on something before anything else. So a fifth of Lisa already sold out and gone. Very busy for that.
Joe, I called it. If this all happens, that all of the stock is sold out before the shipment even gets into our warehouse, I'm just going to say Sara called it. And that was before I'd even seen the bag. Now, I know the Tiffany bags are always phenomenally popular, but now I've seen the 2 types of bags, I can tell you now that Tiffany, they are going to go. They are already going already. They are literally jumping up 20, 30 at a time with the, that second one, I think, honestly, the Lisa one is absolutely flying because people are buying multiples at a time. I'm just going to say now, Nancy, I'm going to get myself 2 or 3 of those Nancy bags. They are colossal. Huge congratulations on an amazing product.
Thanks so much, Sara. They are great bags. Both of them are super useful. And you know, having the right tools is so important. So if you can plan your projects, if you can travel with the right things, if you can make sure everything's the right size and dimension to travel with, it's perfect. So you're going to need at least 1 Nancy bag, and you are going to need multiples of the Lisa bag. You're going to love working with both of them. They're going to make your crafting life so much easier, and that is what my goal is. So boom, check out the new bags. You're not
boom. Yeah, I've got to tell Tiffany, every 2 minutes when our system updates, there's another couple of % of the stock going. When we say our phone lines are on fire, our phone line, it's not the phone lines, our internet site is literally on fire. Everyone has gone bananas. And now that we've had a chance to see both of them, both of those are really good. We're going to have to come away from you, Tiffany, so that we give everyone a chance to kind of check their baskets out. Thank you so much for coming over live and joining us. We always need to hear from you why you designed them like that. And as much as I thought that was awesome product, having you explain it to me just takes it to a whole new level. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sara and Joe. It's good to be with you. I look forward to seeing you guys both very soon. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks, Tiff. Speak to you soon.
I need to just cut the comments, honestly, are on fire. You guys are loving it. I'm just monitoring the comments over on Facebook and YouTube. Ange saying, I love that all the Tiffany stuff is clear. Fred saying, I love my Lois bag. It's full of all of my knitting kit. Do you know what? I need a Lois for all my crochet stuff. I've got so much yarn.
Yes,
that's exactly what
it's
perfect because I can see where all the yarn is. I see what's in there. Pam, the lovely PPE Pam says, I think I need the Lois tote to keep all my pads tidy. Lynn saying, I definitely need the storage for the 12 by 12. Renee Williams says, my first time here. How exciting is all of this? Eleanor's getting it. Shadiah has got an order in as well. Barbara says, the buddy bags are awesome. I have to have at least 1 extra of each on hand. I need to replenish several. Now, more Totally Tiffany items coming up in just a second. I'm just thinking, Sara, I wonder how many of those buddy bags, the totes are Christine Mahoney's going to be ordering. Can you imagine?
It did cross my mind.
Yes, absolutely. That's why that stock's disappearing. Right, it's very, very busy right now for both of those new Tiffany items. So make sure you get your orders in, get your orders placed. Over a fifth gone on both of them. And remember, this is our launch stock, not just like a Crafters TV launch stock, it's a global launch stock that we're talking about. It's a Crafters Companion site-wide stock. So if you want to be the first people to get your hands on them, to start filling them with all of your lovely crafty goodies, which I know you do, then you need to get your orders in right now. Now would be a great time to order. Remember, if you want to watch and shop at the same time, you do that over on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. But up next, I know we're going to go to the rotating design board. This is one of those things, Sara, that's like an invention like the wheel, isn't it? Like, it's one of those things, if you've used it, you just will never know how you ever got on. It's like life before rotating design board and life after rotating design board.
Well, can I tell you, I mean, I find mine fantastic for me as a crafter, but my kids love it. So when the kids have been doing colouring in, the fact that you can take your image, clip it onto the top. By the way, for anyone who's never seen it before, basically it's two boards that are going to rotate like this. It's got a special mechanism in the middle to allow them to rotate. It's got feet on the bottom which are going to grab onto your surface. So what you're going to do is you're going to pop this down. So the bottom one is holding flat onto the surface. You're then going to take your design, you're going to clip it, however you want to clip it, or if you prefer, I sometimes put a little bit of stick and spray on the bottom, repositionable adhesive, and hold it in place. And then you're basically colouring, turn it round, colouring a little bit more, turn it round, colouring a little bit more, and you've got that full rotate. Joe, I'm going to make a new word up. You've got full rotation ability.
Full rotation.
And you know what it is that you're colouring like that, and we find it brilliant from the shows like this because you're colouring a bit and then you're moving and you're just going a little bit more like that, or you're doing your blending and you're taking a bit down here and then moving it down here. You'll see when we get to use it. Honestly, folks, it came in, it sold out in a week. We've been waiting months to get our stock back in. Our stock's arrived. You've gone bananas since the stock's arrived in the new year. We literally have ordered thousands of them, and there are thousands shipped out of our warehouse. So it's just one of those revolutionary items that makes your crafting world a better place. Whether you're crafting on a flat surface, whether you're doing it on your knee in front of the TV, absolutely unbelievable. And I know I'm a fan. Leanne loves hers, and it kills us, you know, when we'd had a bit of a taste and sample of it, then we weren't allowed to use it because they were out of stock, and we don't like to wind you guys up and use things that are out of stock when we can avoid it. And it was like, oh, we need that design board back in, so we need to use it again. So you'll see me using it loads throughout the show and all the shows that we've got. Don't miss out on it while we've got it in stock. And of course, you get all your discount on there. You're going to get your stock update. You're going to get your stock update. Oh, sorry, Diana. You're going to get your platinum discount. That's because our producer Laura says, sorry, Sarah, we're going to have to introduce you. Joe's going to have to do a stock update on those bags. I'm going to have to let you go back to Joe because I don't want you to miss out on those bags.
No, I need to have a word with you. So I'm going to give you the details again. Remember, there's the brand new buddy bag. It does dispatch, of course, from the 25th of January, along with anything else in your order. But this is all about you being the first people to get your hands on it. $12.99 or $14.99. You can use your Club Inspired discount on top of that. You can multi-order, as so many of you are, because of our brand new stock. A third of that stock has already sold out and gone. Of the leases. That doesn't take into consideration and account, Sara, everyone that is in the ordering process at the moment.
They just told me how many since Tiffany came on. Isn't it the case? So you had to see it. It's revolution to have all that stuff in a 12 by 12. I mean, unbelievable to have everything organised. Now, here's the thing, folks. If you're really keen and you get a lot of, like the Sara signature collections, Joe, and you want to organise all your 12 by 12 and your lovely papers, just get sixes. Just order sixes. And I feel a little bit bad saying that for the people who are watching the show, but then what of all the people who aren't watching the show that don't miss it? Let's not worry about them. Let's just worry about those of you who've tuned in for the show today. This is why, folks, this has got to be a date in your diary every Tuesday, launch party. This is why I pulled rank and decided I was coming on the show doing launch party. We've got a whole awesome show of this, folks, but I just need to tell you, Joe will keep you updated throughout the show on how the stock's going. But if you're adding anything into your basket and putting an order in, bear in mind, the stock hasn't quite arrived yet. It's due. As soon as we get that from the pod, yours is going to be on its way to you. We're given that date of the 25th of January, but basically as soon as it arrives here, we're just trying to cover ourselves, give ourselves plenty of time. It's going to be coming in and going straight out the door. And I don't know if Tiffany's still on the line with us, but someone needs to get on the phone to her. We're going to need to put another order in. I think we're going to need to, because if we put the order now, it's going to probably need another, it generally takes 3 to 4 months. Oh, it's Chinese New Year. So actually, you're probably looking at the summer. So if you miss out on this shipment now, you're going to be looking at the summer for both of those new bags. I'm just going to tell you now, I am upping my order on the totes. I need those in my life. Joe, I think they might be my favourite buddy bag. Right, I'm going to let Joe run through it again because I don't want you to miss them. If you miss Tiffany, you've got to pause us now, go back and watch what Tiffany showed you, and then come back and catch us up. Because as much as me and Joe have got really good crack, I don't want you to have our good crack and miss out of Right, you're going to have to go back to Joe. Shout in my ear, you're going to have to go back to Joe and get the updates.
Guys, it's an absolute meltdown. We knew that you were going to love this. It is, of course, the big buddy bag launch of the new year, which you've been waiting for. The Lisa buddy bag, right, what is a stock update on that Lisa buddy bag? A third of Lisa has gone. Hundreds and hundreds of you have gone for this since we've gone live this evening or this afternoon, depending on where you are, or even the morning if you're on the West Coast. $12.99 or $14.99. Now, very busy on that. Also very busy on the rotating design board as well. Lynn Harvey let me know she's got 2 sizes of this and she absolutely loves both of them. $15.99 or $19.99. I know a lot of you have been waiting for that larger one to come back in stock. If that is you, it is ready to go right now. Also, the Nancy tote bag. Spoiling you, not just a buddy bag launch, but a tote bag launch for the new year as well. A fifth of the stock also gone here. Lots of you have ordered this. Lots of you are in the ordering process. I think the Tiffany, the larger totes are absolutely awesome, but this is almost this is basically to the lowest what the Gemini Junior was to the Gemini. It's that little more portable one that still gives you all the functionality. You've got that zip on there. You can get your design board in. You can get all of your other items in there, and it's also for you guys out there that order Tiffany and know the quality. I am blown away that we can do this for under £15 or under $17. No one's paying that price though, are they? Club Inspire Platinum members, £12 in the UK to get your hands on it. Get a few of them, absolutely, would be my suggestion, because I know, knowing how many of you are on the line right now, I know that these are not going to be in stock for long at all.
Hashtag new favourite bag. Hashtag Sarah's new favourite bag.
Sarah's new favourite. Yeah, and also the Sara bag goes in to the Nancy bag as well, which is awesome. Right, I feel like I just need to calm down. I feel like I'm on the verge of a nosebleed. I'm so excited about these new Tiffany bags, Sara. There is loads of other stuff though still in this show. Of course, we're going to be talking Tiffany all the way through the show. However, we have got something that was... Sara launched these last week with Ben. I was absolutely devoed that I didn't get to do it myself, but they were so popular and have been so popular. And basically, so many of you ordered them last week that we thought, why not do another little segment on them just so you can get even more inspiration in for you. I'll take you through what you're getting. $44.99 or $58.27. You're going to use your Club Inspire discount on there, of course, as well. You've got the floral butterfly here, which is absolutely gorgeous. I just love the idea of putting a stencil and an embossing folder together. You've got the lovely roses. You've also got the beautiful lilies in here. You've then, of course, got this one here, which is the Hummingbird, which is the one I believe Sara is going to demonstrate. You've got the delicate dandelions, and last but by no means least, you've got the precious poppies in here as well, which is absolutely awesome. Club Inspire Platinum members, you're going to pay $35.99 for these, or $46.62. That means you save $23.95 or over $30 as a Platinum member, which I think is absolutely awesome value for money. I must admit, Sara, when I first heard that we were doing this range, that we were doing an embossing folder with a stencil, I didn't automatically in my head see how they were going to fit together. At the moment I saw them demonstrated, it's like it all dropped into place, and it just makes total sense, doesn't it?
Actually, it's better than that. Let me get one out and show you how it works, okay? So, you get a 3D embossing folder and 2 stencils, right? So basically what you get is, and these are my working ones, you get the 3D folder. So this is the beautiful hummingbird that we're going to be working with. And because it's a 3D folder, Joe, it's going to give you, you know how we talk about sculpting? It's going to give you sculpted petals. It's going to give your bird a rounded stomach, not just a raise up and a raise down. It's going to put stuff in the background as well as raise stuff up in the foreground. So you get that 3D embossing folder, which looks fabulous. Then, look at this, you get the stencil, which lines up, if I just put that exactly over all the bits that we've embossed. So then what you do is you basically mask off all the background, and you can work in detail in this area. Now we don't just get one, we actually get 2 of these stencils. So can you see, you get one, and then you get the second one that goes over the top and adds the detail. So you know when we've done 3D stencils before, you've basically got the 3D stencilage on top of the 3D embossing-age. I'm just making words up galore today, right? So it is so clever that you get that mix of all 3 of them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you work with that and how you get the two-tone and build the effects up. But just to give you an idea, I thought I'd show you a few of the cards before we start, okay? So for example, this one here, and I'll be honest and say, I love the roses. The roses are beautiful. So what you've got is you've got that lovely kind of dimensional feel that comes on there. Can you see how you've got a nice background in this one as well? Beautiful dimensional feel. The leaves are 2-dimensional as well to touch, but then you can also do all the inking techniques. Now, they're all based on beautiful florals or the birds, because that's what I absolutely love to do. Can you see this? This has been embossed, Joe. So you can use these with your opaque pigments and then emboss into them as well. Now, the butterfly, let me just show you 2 completely different looks with that same one. There you go. Now, so that first one, if I look at this one here, for example, right, this has been 3D embossed. Then it's had the first stencil to do all of the inking. Then the second stencil's been used with some sparkle medium through the middle of it. And I just think that looks brilliant. This one here has been used and then embossed over the top of it onto it. There, you can really see that now. That's onto your craft card there. Now, this here, pencils, Joe. So actually, just one beautiful, look at this, because it's been 3D embossed, it's then been coloured with the opaque pencil and then straight over the top with some of the pencils. Who samples that? One of Nikki's. Nikki, that is absolutely off the chart gorgeous. I'm so thrilled with it. And then again, look at this. Same idea, but this time again using that opaque pigment ink pad. Now if you go back and watch the full launch day show, you can see me demonstrating loads of these different techniques where we use the opaque pigments, we use some texture paste in one of them, we tried quite a few different techniques. What I did do though, the card that you all loved the most, it actually got voted the favourite card of the show, Joe. You all loved this hummingbird. Everyone went bananas for this hummingbird. So what I'm going to do is, for anyone who missed the show, I'm going to give you that little bit of a hint of how the hummingbird works, okay? Now, I'm going to be using my water reactive ink pads, but then as well as that, because there's a lot of fine detail, my top tip, which I requested for the show, are these. And I can't believe, A, I can't believe that we've got them back in stock, and B, I cannot believe they are on a special offer. I can't believe that, Joe.
They sell out every single time. Basically, other retailers that we supply begged us for this stock that we've got here available to you at the moment. Literally, other retailers, they're like hen's teeth at the moment. Our third-party retailers want to get their hands on these. However, we've ring-fenced the stock for our Crafters TV customers to give you the option to get hold of them. Details are on the bottom of the screen, $19.50 or $26. I would absolutely say multi-order on these. Have maybe one set for your water reactive, a set for your opaque pigment, maybe a set for your quick dry or for your Midas as well. You will absolutely adore using them. Debbie Fisher absolutely raves about these, Sara, and said that she just cannot believe how amazing they are to use for all of your inking.
She was on Create and Craft a couple of days ago, and I saw the text message come through. She's like, is there any chance I can get any more of those daubers, because we've completely sold out, because you've been wax lyrical and about them on Create and Craft. And I just back and said, no, sorry, no stock available, even though I knew there was. And it was on our show today, Joe. Boom.
I was very corporate about it and said that we'd ring fence some stock, and I love you just lay it all out on the line, Sara.
I was like, no, Debbie, you can't have them. I'm having them. So yes, so I absolutely was having. But in fairness, I did say I needed them for this show. So here we go. Here we go. What I've done is I've cut that cardstock just a tiny bit smaller than what we've got there, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go one clear plate, Joe. You want your magnetic, and then you want your frosted plate as well. Because they're all 3D embossing folders, that is the sandwich that you want to use. Because what you want it really sculpted to be able to get into all those areas. And that is going to give you the foundation for us to then emboss with, right? So if I lift this out, I'll be really honest in saying you're not going to appreciate this, Joe. You're not going to appreciate this.
I feel like we wouldn't have. If we were still in the shed, I feel like we wouldn't be able to appreciate it. But we are in the shed no more, Sara. That looks incredible.
We're in the penthouse now,
We absolutely
Joe.
are.
We're in the so can you see every one of those wings is really, George is right in there getting us nice and close. Love it. You can see it's sculpted into every one of these little bits here. So what I'm going to do is I've got that as my foundation. Now, do you know that would be lovely on its own? But what I'm going to do is take it to the next level, inking it, right? So this is when we can put our folder to one side. You can get out your two stencils, and you're going to go in with the more open one first, and then we're going to come in with the second one afterwards. So let's get Brenda out. This is Brenda making her
Brenda's back.
With Sara. Yeah. I found her in the cupboard.
we were wondering where she was. We couldn't find her the other day. I was worried she was still in the shed.
Well, should I let you into a secret, Joe? All these cupboards, not fake. They're actually real. They've all got stuff in them.
Do you want a secret over here? Can I give you a secret over here?
Come on.
See this cupboard?
Yep.
Absolutely fake.
Joe! You've shattered the illusion!
Jenny's gonna kill me.
You've shattered the illusion, you Joe. I tell you what, we are naughty when we get together.
I feel like if you're here though, I can get away with it. You're a bad influence on me.
Oh, don't be blaming me, don't be blaming me. Let's have a look. Right, I'm going to come in with the first level on here. Right now, it's worth, do you know what we've got in this new studio that's awesome, Joe, as well? Watch what happens. I can lean right over and get all this in detail, and they've put the camera in such a place that you don't have to see me rootage. So now we're in lockdown 3.0 here in the UK, and these roots, look how far I'm going to have to go to show you the roots. I'm going to have to be almost climbing on top of the table. You can have a good look now, though. So this should have been done this week, ready for the big HSN show next week. I'll let you know how we're getting on by the end of January, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
But I'm literally going to have to almost climb on top of the table to show everyone. So, right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start off doing him up there with a bit of yellow. So I've got a honey pot and I've got lemon tonic. I think I'll do a little bit of a mix of the two, right? We'll work on him first, and then I'll start working on all of these here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open one of these, right? I'm actually going to start, let's have a little look. I'm going to start with one of the bigger ones first. So let's start with my lemon tonic, Joe, and just bring out, can you see around that? So getting a nice bit in. Oh, I quite like that lemon tonic.
It's a gorgeous colour, that.
It's nice. Now, these where you need your daubers. Watch this, right? We're going to bring out, now, I'm being very careful because these are what I use. These ones here, by the way, are what I used last week, and these have had my opaque pigments on. Don't mix your opaque pigments and your water reactives, right? So can you see what I'm doing is where I need to come in, and I don't want to get it into here, I'm coming into this area, and this is where I'm hitting with the smaller ones, right? So big areas, brilliant. You can use your larger pads, but then when we need to start to get a little bit of detail in, you can come in with your smaller ones. So there's my yellow, right? And
they strike me as quite robust, these stencils. Like, you seem to be, you can really go for it with the inking, Sara.
So, Joe, not being funny, they're Crafters Companion stencils. What were you expecting?
Absolutely.
But the best. Anything but the best, right? Just gonna give you that straight off. Right, watch this. I'm gonna start blending a new colour here, right? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna bring one of these finger daubers, right? I'm gonna just take a pot on them,
Sara,
and then I'm just gonna drop this down from the top.
I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna have to commit the biggest faux pas, or the biggest sort of no-no when it comes to crafting shopping tele-etiquette, and interject and interrupt you to give a stock update, because I need to let you know firstly about the new buddy bag, the Lisa buddy bag. 40% of our global launch stock has sold out and gone. There are so many of you with it in your basket at the moment in the ordering process. It is getting busier and busier and busier as we go through the show. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you have got your name on them already. And Nancy now catching up. A third of Nancy now gone as well. Both of those going to be dispatched to you on or around the 25th of January with anything else in your order. It could be before then, and we'll get it out to you as quick as we can. But it basically is like you're the first people that are getting the first chance to get your orders in, to secure yours. And so many people, I'm just hearing that 7 out of 10 people that are ordering those items are multi-ordering, Sara. I am not surprised at all, are you?
No, absolutely not. I think this is the thing. We knew new buddy bag launch from Tiffany. We kind of knew what was going to be coming, didn't we? But I did not expect it to be absolutely that crazy. I don't think any of us were expecting it to be absolutely that crazy. So, well, you keep everyone up to date.
Absolutely, I will. Well, loads of people are talking about how excited they are to receive these embossing folders and stencils, Sara. Lots of people got their orders in already, Steyr being one of them. Dita has got them on the way. Lynn really loves the butterflies too, she says, but the roses are her absolute favourite. Marilyn's got her order placed as well. She says she can't wait to receive this set and the box. I don't think I've been so excited ever to receive something. How awesome is that?
Oh, brilliant.
Fred says that the daubers are an awesome bargain. Definitely get the daubers. Loads of you going for those. And Joy in Riverdale, New York says, first live of the year. Hello, New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Joy. Diane is really relieved that Brenda's back in the house. She says
She's back. Don't panic, she's back.
She is. New year, same old Brenda. Diana says we're a hoot apparently, which is always good. We do like to have a bit of fun on a Tuesday. Renee says this is awesome. So pleased that you're showing us how to use those daubers. Couldn't be without them. And well said, Sara. Crafting Companion are the superheroes of crafting, apparently.
The superheroes of crafting. Joe,
there you go.
I'm going to take that. I don't think it gets much better than that, does it not?
No, absolutely not. Remember, there's loads more stuff on the website. In this show, we'll do our best to get to you, to every single item in the show. But remember, as always, it's great practice to shop the show. Click that shop the show button on the home screen as soon as the show starts, and then you can see absolutely everything in there. Don't forget about the Out of This World deals, the Explorer deals. I'll take you through all of those as we go through the show. This is looking absolutely beautiful, and I love the two-tone, Sara, as you said, the idea of like blending your own colours right on your project. That is such an awesome idea.
Well, this is why you need those daubers, Joe. It really does help you kind of take it the next level. Let's have a look. Have I missed a bit of pink on there? Yeah. No, that's a bit of a trunk, isn't it? Right, I'm going to be really honest, Joe. So you've kind of lost me now.
No,
so
I know you're not. It's not a colour. Is it a colouring coma?
I guess it could be an inky colouring coma.
Inky, yeah, an inking something. We'll work on the details. It's a really massive week coming up this week as well. Don't forget, loads coming up. Ben will be back with you tomorrow for a few days. Make sure you join Ben and Sara as well on Thursday. 2 p.m. Eastern time, there'll be that HSM preview. I was chatting to Ben last night, Sara. He's so excited for his first HSM preview with you. He's really looking forward to it.
The man excited. He wants to be nervous. These guys are going to be eating him alive. He wants to be scared. Joe, I hope you told him how fast he has to be able to read comments.
Yeah, I said you have to talk really, really fast. But everyone will love him because he gives all the stuff away. That's why everyone loves us on those HSM previews. But that is, of course, coming up on Thursday. Loads of stuff. I'll be back with with you again on Saturday, actually. Debbie Robinson is back as well on Saturday. Now, I'm not one to cause trouble, Sara, you know that.
Yeah.
But
you know when you feel there's a but coming.
You did the Hummingbird. It won the demo of the show in your show, and then Fiona demoed the Hummingbird, and it won a demo of the show in her show. I was really worried about one of them winning, but luckily neither of them did. So I thought it was going to be very tense for a little while there, but it's fine. Fiona did win though the first week. Her box frame.
Is that right?
Yeah, she won with the Rose Garden Collection box frame. We're going to be voting as well on the demo of the show. I feel like you're going to get your revenge this week. I feel like second time around with this one. You know, you're going to be the winner this week, Sara. I can sense it. I can feel it. I
really hope so, because I'm quite excited about this.
Yeah, I mean, I would try and rig it, but it's not my decision. It's our social media superstars that get to make those kind of decisions. So, but yes, if you're going to want to vote for your demo of the show, we'll do that towards the end of the second hour, which is awesome. And you'll be able to pick your favourite of Sara's demos, which is great. And then we talked about maybe even doing a demo of the month. And then maybe even a demo of the year, Sara. Where we pick our favourite demo of the whole year. How awesome is that going to be?
Many chances to win. What can I say? Right, let's have a little look. So, I'm going to lift that off. So bear in mind, I've only done the first layer stencilage. How amazing.
Incredible.
Mine nearly going on down there. That was just the first layer, right?
It looks
bear in mind,
incredible. See what I did there?
Oh! Boom!
Boom with the dad jokes.
Love it. Right, let's have a little look. I'm going to try and lay this exactly over the top again. Let's get my finger off, right.
Are you sticking these down or are you just sort of going for it?
Yes, well that was the bit in Brenda. So I popped them in
of course it was, my bad.
Yep, popped them in Brenda, got a little bit right, there we go. So the point of this one here is if you then want to add like another layer again onto how three-dimensional these look. So let's have a look. I'm going to do my bird first, right?
Awesome.
So let's come in a little bit more with the bird. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to deepen and darken a certain area, right? So all I'm doing, I'm adding it, but only to them certain bits, and it just gives it that next kind of layer of depth as it was. Honestly, and how on earth you would manage without these finger daubers, I don't know.
Also, the value is incredible, Sara, because you think about what you go out and pay for 6 3D stencils. Think about what you'd go out and pay for 6 3D embossing folders. You've got all of that together in this one collection right here, which is awesome. Platinum members, you're looking at $35.99 or $46.62. Platinum members save almost £25 and over $30 on this collection. For a brand new collection, that is awesome. That looks absolutely gorgeous. What I'm also thinking, Sara, is about using the two things separately. So yes, use them together, absolutely. Use the 3D embossing folders on their own. How about upcycling some furniture and using this one as a mask and spray painting through it onto, you know, some MDF pieces, or, you know, something like a sideboard, or even just a canvas to make a box frame or a piece of art or something. There's so many ways you're going to use these.
Well, to be honest, I was quite excited, so I'm going to have a little go later with the oh, you know the 3D embossing folders? No, we are 3D embossing folder and it's Sara. You know the, we've got the liquid inks on this show.
Yes, the Aqua tints.
Yes, so I was going to try and have a little bit play with some of the Aqua tints in the Out of This World deal as well. So
awesome.
This is just now about kind of adding another layer of depth and ink and dimension on there again. And then I'm going to bring in the deeper, let's have a look, I'll go back in with the damson wine and my deep purple. Look, I've got stuff all over, Joe. Here we go. Right, and then pick up a little bit more again, but maybe darken it from the other side. So you'll see how basically we've just been doing a little bit of a play on there. However, when I lift this off now you're talking. Now you can see that real now what you can't do is reach through the screen and touch. But when you see, I mean, look at this. If only one day you'll be able to reach through and you'll be able to really feel how dimensional all of that. You can see there on the bird though, can't you, just how dimensional he is. But then to be able to pick up that up, be able to build up them layers and the dimension and the colour. And then actually, all I'm going to do on the rest of it, Joe, if I just rub off, so this is the excess, that's just the spray adhesive that we had. So I'm just taking off the excess spray on there that was holding our stencil in place. And then what I'm going to do is just take a tiny little bit of this. I'm just going to pick up such a slight tiny amount of the ink, Joe, and then just bring in a little bit from the edges and just bringing it, that's it, just to really show off that embossing in the background. But can you see how fabulous that looks? And then I'm not going to bother, I mean, if I show you the card that I did, you know, you don't need to see me mount it on the front of the card again. What you want to do is see all the clever kind of stenciling bit that goes with it.
Loads of love for the colours and this whole project, Sarah. Lisa saying, very pretty and happy colours. Love the Hummingbird, says Tammy. The colours are also beautiful. Mary Jane says as well, what a great, incredible demo this card is. It's beautiful.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate them again, right? So last week, this was the demo that I did, that one demo of the show. I'm just going to say, I think this one, so obviously I did one when I was preparing the show, then there's the one I did in the show, then there's the one I've just done now. Can you see, even I'm getting better and better every time I work on that and I have a little bit more play with it. So you just imagine when you get them home and you start having to play, and this is just one of the designs there. So, yeah.
Absolutely, and Fiona took it in a completely different direction. She used opaque pigment inks and then she actually heat embossed it, triple heat embossed it afterwards as well to give it a completely different look and feel. Remember though, it all starts with you getting your hands on these. They are very busy as they have been all week. Let me run you through what you're getting. So you're going to receive the stencils, 2 stencils, don't forget, and you're going to get the 3D embossing folders. You've got the floral butterfly, you've also got the lovely roses, beautiful lilies in here. You've got the hummingbird, you've also then got the delicate dandelions, and finally those precious poppies. $44.99 in the UK as a platinum member, that becomes $35.99. $58.27 if you're across the pond, $46.62 as a platinum member. Right, early contender maybe then, Sarah, for a demo of the show, I think, absolutely.
I mean, I can just bring it over now for you to put on the back of the show. Having said that, we're only halfway into the show, and I've got some awesome demos to do for you with our surprise box. So I've got loads more stuff to show you as well. So give us a few minutes, I'll get myself tidied up, Joe, and then we'll be back with another demo.
Absolutely. I'm going to have to take a moment to recap the Totally Tiffany items that are in this show because they are absolutely flying out. Remember, this is like a kind of VIP preview for you. It's your chance to get your hands on these before anyone else. Over 40% of Lisa has sold out and gone. This is the newest buddy bag in the collection. So many of you, more of you than not actually, multi-ordering on this, which is fantastic. A really, really great deal here. It's all about you storing all of those 12 by 12 pads and papers that you have that are becoming so popular of late. So it is the ultimate buddy bag. We've also got Nancy for you as well. A third of Nancy has sold out and gone. Nancy, of course, has been designed with your rotating design board in mind. If you love your Lois tote, but you know, Lois is big, it is a big tote. This is more compact. It still has that same width, but the depth is slightly different. It has the same height. You've got a zip on the top of here as well. So if you want to pop your rotating design board in there and a couple of buddy bags, absolutely you can. Maybe if you're just going away for a weekend, maybe to the caravan, this I think would be the one that you take with you, or you can take your big Lois with you if you want to. It is completely up to you. $14.99 or $16.99 to get your hands on that. I love the fact that it zips as well on the top. £12 for platinum members in the UK if you want to grab that. We have also got, don't forget, the out of this world deal, which is fantastic. Already a fifth of the stock of this has gone. I haven't even taken you through properly yet what's included. You'll be seeing it more as we go through the show. I think the reason it's so busy is that you've got such a great saving on this one. It really is awesome. So $24.80 or $37.60 as a platinum member, you are saving way more than you're spending as a platinum member on that collection. So please don't miss it. Right, we must come back and we must talk about something very, very special. This box is absolutely gorgeous, but you wait until you see what is inside here. £50, at least £50 worth of goodies are within here. $24.99 if you're in the UK, $29.95 if you're in the US. Platinum members UK, £20 to get all the great stuff that is in here. I could go through and tell you about it, but I know I'd get told off basically because Sara is so excited and chomping at the bit to share with you all the wonderful things that her and the team have crammed into here. If you've ordered this, let me know, and maybe you've received one already. I'd love to hear what you think about it over on social media, Crafters TV on Facebook or Crafts Companion on YouTube. I can't get over the value in this, Sara.
Well, do you know what we did this as, Joe? This is the last of the last of the last. It's about the last 20% of the stock that we've got of this amazing kit that we put together, which was basically the Crafter's Companion Christmas present. So those of you who were buying this for yourself or buying this as a gift for someone else, it's perfect. And I didn't like to show everybody what was in it before Christmas because so many people were buying it as a present, but now you've got it. Now's the time to write in, let Joe know, tell everyone if you got this, how awesome it is, okay? Let me just explain. So if you are brand new to crafting or you're just getting into crafting, as long as you have a machine, even if it's our little Gemini Mini, this is over about £60 worth of stuff, $70 worth of stuff to get you going with your crafting. So let's just have a little look what's in it. If I open it up, right? So what you've got in here, Joe, if I open this up, we always put card blanks and envelopes. So we've put 3 different sizes of card blanks and envelopes, 4x6, 5x7, 6x6 in total. So to go and buy a pack of card and envelopes, 24 of them, you'd be talking £15 to get you started, okay? We've got 3 dies, but just beautiful big sentiment dies. So birthday, fabulous and thankful. So 3 lovely sentiment dies. We've got 2 big sets of stamps. So you've got your gorgeous florals, which I'll hopefully get a chance to work with later. Then we've got, to work with these, we've got simply, for you, for family, you are, hugs, for your kindness, wishes, yada, yada, yada. So basically we've got, you know, we might have birthday hugs, or we are simply thankful for you, for your friendship. So literally you are mixing and matching all of these, right? So we've got your 2 sets of sentiment stamps that work with your dies. Then we've put you some of our dewdrops in, which I know everyone loves, as well as our gems. And the gems all match perfectly with the ribbons. We always try and put some of these ribbons with matching gems in so that all your projects can match together. Then when it comes to papers, look at what we've included here. We've got these gorgeous, beautiful papers, all in 8x8 size, giving you loads to work with there, lovely background. And then you've got all of the solids to work in conjunction. Now, basically, those of you who are in our subscription box program will recognise the format of, basically, we try and do a box and put all the stuff you need in to make your projects. With this one, it wasn't a subscription box. It's not about teaching you a new technique. It's about building your stash and giving you really, really useful stuff. So stamps to colour, sentiment stamps, dies that are the most popular sentiments you're going to work with, gorgeous papers, base cards and envelopes, all your embellishments. Everything you needed to kind of get started with your cards. Now, if you are looking for gifts to buy for someone, maybe it's to put away for a birthday or something like that, get a few of these boxes. It's already wrapped up in the beautiful paper. It makes a wonderful gift for someone, Joe. Absolutely perfect. As long as, even if they're just starting out in craft, as long as you've got just a little machine, or to be honest, you could go in and take the dies out, and even the rest of it, the stamps, everything, make a wonderful collection for someone just kind of starting on that journey. So what I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm just going to get a few bits out of here. I'm going to get a nice base card. I've got some of the cardstock here. I'm going to use some of the dies, and I'm going to get cracking on cutting. I think I'm going to do a fabulous.
Christine Mahoney's got this already. She says it is fantastic. Absolutely love it.
Thank you, Christine.
Joy says as well, I love, in capitals, my birthday box. Terry saying as well, this box was a Christmas present to myself, and boy, oh boy, was I surprised when I opened it. Wowza. The dies are a fabulous size. They really, really are. But as Sara was saying, it is the last of the stock when it comes to this. And I always imagine, I mean, we're going to do these, I'd imagine, again, year on year, Sara. So it's almost like you want to make sure you've got your order in and got the whole set. Because imagine, like, when the design for the box comes out next year, you want to make sure, you know, you've just got all of them. You've got a complete collection. I must say, the boxes themselves are absolutely fabulous that they come in too.
Well, do you know what it is, Joe? You know, at Christmas, right, as much as we all like to say we're not influenced by the packaging, right, if I just look at the gifts that I bought for friends and family, quite often I made the purchasing decision based on how nice the packaging was. So, like, I bought my mother-in-law, she's probably watching, I bought her a lovely gift set, and I remember going into the store and I just was looking, and as much as I had an idea of what I wanted to buy her in terms of the skincare range I was getting, I actually just looked at which ones came in nice little gift boxes, and and I wanted the gift box set. That's exactly what we're talking about here, a beautiful gift box set. So whether maybe you've got one and you're stocking up on 2 or 3 others while they're on. So bear in mind that $34.99 and $39.99, that is the full usual price, okay? You're getting yours at a fantastic discount, but the actual value of everything in there, well, in the UK, it's £67.88.
Wowzers.
That's the UK price. So if you're in the US, convert that to dollars, and you're talking what? Over $75, $80 worth of stuff.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
the value is incredible to start with, but actually it's just the fact that it's really beautiful designs that we're working with.
Absolutely. And what you were saying about packaging as well, you know when someone gives you a present and it's all sort of beautifully wrapped, how excited are you to open it compared to someone maybe that gives you a present that it's just sort of in a bag, you know, and they just put a bit of sellotape over it? You're just not inspired, are you, in the same way? You're not excited. And I think that's what's so awesome about having this, you know, you receiving this beautiful, beautiful box. And imagine, actually, we're talking about it a lot at the moment, aren't we? We are back on a full lockdown here in the UK. I know a lot of you in the US are in sort of varying degrees of restrictions. If you do have someone in your life that is a crafter that you think deserves a care package, what a great care package to send to someone, Sara, because we can send you the bill, we can send them this surprise box if you want to. Imagine what they think you're going to pay for, have paid for it as well. I think that'd be a really lovely thing to do.
Oh, do you know, and I think, what about, like, a lot of my friends are, you know, they're working hard and they're busy trying to manage between homeschooling and working, and I keep saying to them, guys, the researchers out there, they keep saying craft. Do a little bit of craft for your well-being. It's really going to help. And they're like, yeah, but I don't know where to get started as it was. This is it. It's boxes like this where people can get started. So I think how brilliant if you know someone who is brand new into this and doesn't know where to start. I'm trying to do a really nice, simple little design so that you can get started with this kit right from the off. Know that you've stocked them up with essentially tons and tons of good, you know, 2 or 3 times the value of what you've spent, but then actually you're getting it just amazing stuff.
I was joking the other day that talking about homeschooling has replaced talking about the weather, Sara. It's like the new thing that we're all obsessed about, isn't it, in the UK, is homeschooling, because everyone, like, I've got friends that are teachers, I know you've got your boys that are homeschooling as well at the moment, so it's like we all seem to be coming out from different angles, but it's our new favourite topic, which I love. I think it's quite fabulous.
I have to just say, talk about, I mean, really lucky. So I've got my parents and in-laws on doing the homeschooling. Joe, I'll have to tell you this funny story. So yesterday, right, it was Simon's mum and dad who were on the homeschooling rota, right? And the school decides we're going to start and do Microsoft Teams. So I dropped the kids off at 7 o'clock that morning and was like, okay, my wonderful in-laws who are, I'm going to just say, maybe it's not the most technologically advanced people. I think we were on air about 3 months before they'd worked out, Joe, how to get us on the big telly. Or should I say before we came round and put everybody on the big telly, okay? So, let me tell you, so I said to them, you're going to have to work out, well, I've downloaded Microsoft Teams. The kids, our Oliver needs to be on a Microsoft Teams call at 11:30 with the teachers, right? So I rang at 11 o'clock. I rang at 5 to 11 just to make sure that everything was all right and whatnot. Talked them through logging on. I'm logged on at the computer end in my office, and then basically they managed to get on, but they couldn't get mute on. So then I had to ring from my office. So bear in mind, all the other kids in the class are on, and I'm watching what all the other kids in the class are on, and all I can hear is Simon's mum answers the telephone. Hello? And I'm like, hi Val, it's Sara. And so all I can hear through the Teams call is, I know, Sara, but we just don't know how to put it on mute. We don't know what we do. And so you've got all the other kids and their mums and dads are all sitting there. And then one of the other mums texts me, she's like, I've managed to put Oliver's microphone on mute for you, Sara. I'm like, thank you so much. Oh, bless her. They did, do you know what? They did absolutely brilliant, and we are so phenomenally lucky that they've kind of risen to the challenge challenge of homeschooling the kids. I mean, they're at my mum and dad's tonight, so goodness only knows how that's going to have gone down. Watch my Insta stories. I've been keeping everyone up to date with it all.
Absolutely do. Go and watch those. You know it happens to the best of us, because I love that we have a government briefing some days here at 5 p.m. in the UK, and there's journalists from like all of the big news agencies and stuff, and there's nothing funnier than hearing the Prime Minister having to tell someone that they need to unmute themselves in order to ask their question. It really tickles me to my core and makes me laugh. And we had a big fireworks display. Well, we had sort of a firework and drone show in London for New Year, and even part of that was about you're on mute, which was absolutely hilarious. That looks fabulous. So I love that.
Fabulous. And can we just say how simple was that? And I think it's the first time I've done one of these like tone on tone ones. I think it's just,
love it.
It's really subtle, it's really easy. Those of you who have friends and family who are just getting started or want to build all your own stash up, this is absolutely the kit to do it with, let's just say.
Yeah, absolutely. It is fantastic value for money. It's awesome. But as we were saying, you know, it's one of your last chances to get your hands on it. If you want to get the birthday box from this year, then definitely grab it right now. $24.99 or $29.95. Club Inspire Platinum members in the UK, £20. So make sure you grab that. Now's a great time to place your order. Don't forget to get to the website as well and have a look at absolutely everything that is coming up in the show. Right, I want to move on to the out of this world deal, and it is the Aqua tints. Now, I love the Aqua tints, and I know you guys do. Partly down to the fact of their versatility. I love the amount of different techniques that you can do. If you need loads of inspiration about these as well, go back and watch some of our previous Colour Me Happy shows. We've done full 2-hour presentations on our jarred ink. So you've got that there. I love that you get loads in here as well. You get 90 mils in each one. So you've got 30 mils in each pot. What we've done with this as well, not only have we given you an out of this world deal pricing, we've also given you some of our most popular colours as well. So you're going to receive Summertime. Well, that's got a solar red, emerald green and blue topaz. We then have this one here, which is the vintage chic, and in here you've got sage, fig and the peony too. This one here is the aquamarine, the amethyst and the pink garnet. That's the glitz and glamour. I think glitz and glamour is the most popular one of all of the colour combinations that you've got there. And also, this one's a winner as well. This is the perfect pastels, and this is moonstone cosmos and rose quartz, which is awesome. To give you an idea on just how awesome this deal is, if you were buying the pots of inks on their own, they should be $12.99 each in the UK. So you've got 4 of them in there. So what are we looking at there? We're looking at way over £40 worth of value just in the inks alone, which is awesome. But then what we're going to do is we're going to give you some tools that you need to go with them. So we're going to give you one of our awesome nylon brushes that you can see just here, and we're going to give you a blending tool in there as well. The combined price for all of that should be £57.94 in the UK. However, Club Inspire Platinum members get it for $33.14 today. Oh, sorry, Club Inspire Platinum members, it gets even better. You save $33.14, you get it for £24.80. All of that for £24.80. That's the cost of 2 of the inks to get you everything as a platinum member. If you're a platinum member in the US, $37.60. Everyone's got a great price. Everyone's going to be making some sort of club saving, which is absolutely awesome. I love these, Sarah, just for the the amount of versatility that you've got when it comes to them. I think some people may be not apprehensive, but I think some people think that you need to be an artist to use something like a jarred ink. But with these, they are accessible to everyone. I love as well what Benita does with hers. Benita Malby has put them into kind of like little bottles almost that have got like little drippers on them, you know, with a little screw cap has decanted them into there. And I think that's an awesome way to use them. But lots you can do with these, isn't there?
Well, it's great because, as Joe was saying, you can actually go back and watch some of Benita's shows when we've done the Colour Me Happy shows. So go back and have a look. I mean, you'll see, if you go back through our archives, you'll see so much content of what everybody's done with all of these things. Now, what I'm going to do is just start very, very simply showing you a couple of background techniques. Let's just pick a few of these out on how you can start and blend some of these colours together, Joe. So what I'm doing is I'm working with the stamp stamping card here. So, and I'm just cutting my stamping card kind of down to kind of A5 type of size. So half sheets of A4 here, right? So I've got a few different ones. Now, I'm just going to open one of them just to show you how well these colours work together, okay? Oh, can I just say, these messy shows like this, I don't get to do them very often. Fiona generally pulls randomly.
Well, did you see what, Craig, have you seen the newly coloured desk from yesterday?
Yeah, I did wonder how that had happened. So,
sorry, Craig, dropping you in. I'm with him again at 7 p.m. tonight, so I better not drop him in it too far.
You want to be careful. Right, so here we go. Let's just have a go. If I just get a little bit, just get this wet a little bit, okay? I find wet into wet works a lot easier when you're blending all these about, okay? And then, let's have a look. I think I'm going to go this way. Yeah, I think I'm going to go this way here like this, right? So, if I've got this nice and wet, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start blending. So I'm going to start with the first colour, the sage, and just blending that wet into there. Do you see how it started to splodge already, right? Then I'm going to go into the purple, and I'm going to blend the purple. So once we're starting to blend out, I'm going to blend the purple into the green, and then starting to blend right down to the other one, nice and clean. Get that cleaned off, and then blend the purple and the pink together as it was. No, green in the purple, and then I'm going to come in with the darkest one. So look how intensive these colours are, and then look how those two shades kind of blend into each other. So that's just a very, very simple blend one as it was, right? Here we go. So there's our start. There's the first one. What I'm going to do, watch this, I'm going to be really good and organised. I'm going to lie out some paper on the front here to protect the desk. You might want to let Craig know this is what we do to protect the desk, right? And I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to pop our first one on there, right? I'll get clean up, and then I'm going to come and show you how you could start. So we'll use the same colours now, and now what we'll do, start and blend some different ways into the second one. So I'm going to do the same way. As long as you're watching me, Joe, if you want to be able to see what I'm doing,
absolutely,
and you can tell me what people are all saying.
What people are really raving about that last card that you made. I mean, I thought we were going to be a foregone conclusion with that first demo of the show. I don't think that was the case, Sarah. People absolutely loving it. Betsy saying how much she loves the box. Eleanor says the card is beautiful. Carol says, I just want everything. As usual, you've brought so many stunning items to the show, so thank you. Joy says, I love that last card. Mary as well says, love that card, Sarah. Christine Mahoney says, I love your fabulous card. It's fabulous. Fabulous seems to be the word of the day today. It really, really is. But there are lots of fabulous techniques that you're going to be able to do with these. As I did say earlier, remember, you can go back at any point on our website, over on our YouTube channel, and have a look at all of our previous shows. That means there is probably, I would say, for inks like this, there's got to be, just in Colour Me Happy shows alone, 6 to 8 hours worth of tutorial, some with Sarah, some with the lovely Debbie, some with Leanne. So you've got everyone's different take on how you're going to use these. And that's what I think is so brilliant about us here at Crafters TV, is that yes, we can bring you great deals, but we can also bring you all the education, the inspiration that you need to create amazing things. That is looking very galactic, Sarah.
Isn't it? I just had a little gap in there I wanted to fill in, but can you see how that's just kind of coming together beautifully well, right? There's the second one then, so we'll let that be drying over there as well. And then I'm going to try, and this is the beauty with them, you've got a whole pot of ink. Those of you who are out there who have our sparkle pens, right, and you've been doing a lot of these techniques with pens, stop it. Stop that now. I'll be really honest with you. I'm going to put my Sara business head on here, okay? When you're working, I've got one of our sparkle pens under here. Yeah. So when you're working with our sparkle pens, right, what you are paying for on the whole is the technology of the pen. You're paying for the Japanese brush marker. You're paying for that delivery system in the middle, which combines just the right amount of ink with just the right amount of sparkle at the same time. The amount of ink is tiny in comparison to a whole jar of this stuff. So if you are someone who likes to just get messy and do these beautiful messy backgrounds, and you're doing it with pens at the moment, folks, this is 30 quid. 30 quid, $47. It's a fraction of the price. It's the price of like 6 new pens or whatever.
£23.80. £23.80 as a platinum member in the UK, Sarah. I mean, that is awesome, considering they are $12.99 each, those jars of ink. You've got 4 of them in there, so you're not even paying for the ink in this configuration, which is absolutely awesome. It's why we're so busy. I know over 1/5 of the stock had gone before we even came to these. It's very busy, a lot of you with them in your basket. That one looks incredible, Sarah.
Do you know, it's just the same sort of thing again though, Joe, but as the ink starts to dry, you're going to get like a different blend. And can you see I haven't cleaned off my brush? So I'm now getting an ombre from one colour into the next. Once we've got that, I'm going to go again, give it a bit of a spritz, so we get them all blending together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, I've got one of my, this is a, what do you call them? Antibacterial wipe, right?
Okay.
And I'm just going to dab it down, pick off the excess, but then, and so it could be a baby wipe, doesn't have to be, and you've got a different, completely different one altogether. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave those to dry, Joe, and then we can check back in with that, back at the end of the show and see how different the 3 finishes look on there.
Awesome. Do you know what I love done with these backgrounds? Then sentiments die cut out of them. I think they look absolutely awesome. Just on like a very plain card that's either white, black or craft card, you know, with just that really funky sentiment. I think it's something very simple that you can do that's really striking and effective. That looks beautiful. Imagine all the possible colour combinations you're going to come up with and blends you're going to come up with when you're using all 12 of those pots of ink. It's awesome. That's how they come to you. Let me recap the colours that you're receiving in here as well. So this is what you're going to get here. You've got the summertime with the solar red, the emerald green and the blue topaz. You've then got this one just here, which is your vintage sheet. So you've got sage, fig and you've got peony in there as well. This one here is your glitz and glamour. So you've got aquamarine, amethyst and pink garnet. And then last but by no means least, moonstone, cosmos and rose quartz there. £31 if you are in the UK. Platinum members, you're going to pay £24.80, but that means a platinum saving of £33.14. All of you are going to get some sort of club saving, of course, because you all have some, you're all somewhere within the club. If you're in the US, they should be £47. Platinum members today, $37.60, saving you over $50 as a platinum member. I don't know when I can say really that you're saving more than you're spending when it comes to Spectrum Noir products, especially our gorgeous Aqua tints as well. And that's not all you're getting. I mean, honestly, slap me on the wrist, Sarah. I forgot that you're getting the brush and you're also getting that blending tool in there as well. You get all of that for that incredible price that I just shared with you. Right, we must move on and recap. I'm going to go back to the Tiffany stuff in just a second, but before I do, let me talk to you about the ink daubers and storage kits. These are incredible. They are finger daubers and they are fantastic. It's when you want to. Of course, with the big blending tool that I've just shown you, this is awesome when you want to lay down lots of colour. However, what do you do when you just want to highlight? When you just want to add a little bit of colour to something? How about when you want to add ink through your dies onto your die cut pieces? These are what you need. They work brilliantly with your water reactives, your opaques. They work with all of your different ink pads. You get 40 in there and the box to store them, $19.50 or $26. We have got these in stock right now. They so often are out of stock. Other retailers literally begged us to have these and we said no. We're going to ring fence them for our Crafters TV customers. So if you want to get them right now, do grab them. And you can, of course, use your Club Inspired discount on there as well, which is awesome. Right, let's move on. So, I want to share with you the Tiffany items again. The Totally Tiffany items, boom, she was with us earlier in the show. Now, Lisa, just to give you an idea, guys, this isn't like a little bit of stock that we've got. This is like our initial order stock that we've got. It's our global stock. It's a site-wide stock that we've popped down on this show for you. 50% of that has gone, half of it's gone. So many of you still in the ordering process with this at the moment. It's all about you storing all of your 12 by 12 pads in here, all of your 12 by 12 papers in there as well. It goes into your lowest tote. Now, I'm right, did she say 6 of these you can get into each one of your lowest totes? So imagine having a lowest tote dedicated solely to 12 by 12 pads. I know and so many of you own enough out of there. The organisation you're going to get on this is absolutely fantastic. $12.99 or $14.99. $15.99, half the stock gone. Another launch as well for you from Totally Tiffany. It is the Nancy tote bag. Now, I said earlier, this is like this is to the lowest tote what the Gemini Junior is to the Gemini. It's that smaller, more compact one. It's the one that you're going to take on the bus with you. It's the one you take on the train with you. It's the one that you nip round to your friends with for a crafty evening when you're allowed, when you don't want to take your big one. It is also perfect if you love your rotating design board because it's been designed to fit that in there. You can also fit, as well as a rotating design board, you can get a couple of extra buddy bags in there as well. Now, how are we doing for stock on our Nancy tote bag? 40% of that has gone. Do grab it. Now, talking of the rotating design board, very, very busy on this. A lot of you are going for an extra one of these. Again, it's one of those items that we really struggle to keep in stock. $15.99 or $19.99. I love this, Sarah, because obviously we automatically think sketching, drawing and colouring, but the amount of different ways that our viewers come up with using these is awesome. I've even seen them being used as like lazy Susans for Geminis and stuff as well.
That's a great idea, actually. So as long as you take off this top bit, yeah, I guess essentially you put anything on it, turn it, and it will turn right round at any point.
I joked with the restaurants closed at the moment, you could order a Chinese takeaway and recreate it with a lazy Susan at home at your dining table.
You could indeed. And what I love about them is they've got these little, on the feet, on the bottom, so these are the little rubber feet which are going to clip on. They're not going to clip, but they're going to hold onto your base mat here, so that that one at the bottom is not moving while you are able to rotate and work on that. Now, if you are using it for your art and colouring, this enables you to clip at the top, and then look, you can do your colouring, you can turn it round, you can colour a bit more, you can turn it this way, colour a bit more. Same with your stamping, or if you're wanting to do rotating and do your stamping, you can do that on there. It just makes colouring so much easier. And also, those of you that like to work with it on your knee, absolutely perfect. Perfect.
Right, how awesome. Definitely, you don't have one already, grab one. If you've got one, grab another. We hear about so many people that have got multiples of those for lots of different jobs. Karen saying she loves all the colours together of those last demonstrations. Beth says, I just love all the inspiration I get from you guys. I always learn something new every day. Lynn enjoying all the different techniques that Sara is showing us. Carlotta saying as well, she loves the daubers and the blending tools. She uses all of them. Now, within each one of our launch parties, we always bring to you an explorer's kit. An explorer's kit is about you either trying out like a new craft, or maybe trying out like a new area of a craft that you hadn't thought about trying for a while. So this is all about the Gemini double-sided topper die explorer kit. So I'll start off with the die itself. The double-sided topper die is this. Now, if you're new to us, you don't know about our double-sided dies, they are patented technologies to us here at Crafters Companion, and basically it's a die that is doing double the work because it is double-sided. It is going to give you double the interest, it's going to give you double the depth, double the dimension in one pass, and you create something really striking, because in one pass, that is what you create, that beautiful vase of flowers there. This is your Floral Delight double-sided die. What we then wanted to do is give you literally everything that you could possibly need to put together a double-sided project. So we're going to give you the double-sided plates. Now, the double-sided plates are what you put alongside your regular Gemini sandwich to enable you to use this patented technology. We've given you the junior ones because these will go through your Gemini Junior and they'll go through your larger Gemini as well. So you've got that included in there. Now, you're going to need something to stick your die down with. We've got you covered there. We've got our legendary low-tack tape as well included. The brand leader would charge you probably half of this price just for the tape alone if you wanted to get 3 rolls. You've got our dotty tape pen, which is going to allow you to fasten it down onto your project. And we thought, you know what? Why on earth not? Let's actually even give you the cardstock that you need included too. 24 sheets of gorgeous Sara Signature Collection pearlized cardstock is in there as well. If you were to buy all of this separately, you'd be looking at £52 or $75. Platinum members today, again, I can't believe we've got so many of these. In the UK, you're saving more than you're spending. £24 as a platinum member or $36. I know we talk about it a lot, Sarah, don't we? And say, oh, you know, if you're apprehensive about it, you should really give it a go. Why don't you try it? As far as I'm concerned, there's been no better time to try double-sided dies than right now.
No, and what we do is when we do these Explorer kits, what we do is we take one of our top selling dies in that collection so that you can try out knowing that that's the one that everyone wants. So vase of flowers. In fact, let me show you some of the samples here, okay? So if you think this die alone, I'll give you the prices in pounds just because it's easy for me to pick one. So it's £20, just shy of £20 just to get the die. So another £12.99 if you want to go and get the set of plates. It's actually cheaper for you to get the whole Explorer kit where you get the die, the plates, the cardstock, the adhesive, the tape that's going to hold it down. All of that, essentially, it's kind of coming in for free as it was. I love that one with a little bit of acetate on the bottom. And you can see how you can just build up more and more layers of the flowers if you want. And I just think, like a vase of flowers, quite often, instead of sending flowers, send a card with the flowers on instead, and it sends absolutely that same message out. Now, for anyone who is completely new to the double-sided dies, okay, let me show you how they work. So on each one, we put them on, and you can see literally on both sides. So at one time here, it's going to cut out all the stems for you, and at the same time, it's going to cut out the base and all the laces and whatnot. So if I look at this, I'm just going to bring in, I didn't have any of that lovely cardstock that we get in the kit, Joe. So I'm going to bring in some of this lovely green. Let's have some of this lovely leafy green.
Have you got a secret stash of that somewhere? Because I haven't seen that 8x8 textured cardstock for a long time. You must know the boss.
On the go. Yep, got to be some perks to being the boss.
There really
and
are.
Then at the same time, we're going to find there's a nice deep brown or whatever. I'm going to cut the deep brown at the same time. So give myself, I am only cutting one. Yeah, I'm going to give myself the same sort of size piece of cardstock to do the same again, right? So there's that first one. So that first die, we're going to cut all the leaves and then the jar and everything at the same time, right? Then with the other one, you can see I've got the beautiful flowers on the top and then the other, so you've got two different types of flowers. So let's go back to these lovely bright colours and let's have some lovely purples in there. Because, you know, wouldn't be a Sara card with it wasn't covered in purple flowers, would it not?
Absolutely not.
So we'll get some nice purple flowers, and do you know what? Let's just go nice and simple. Let's do purple and pink all at the same time. Or should I do? Come on, let's do some nice yellow daisies. That'll go nice with me purple.
Sara, this is not like you. You're not normally indecisive.
I'm not. Am I not?
No,
like this?
you're not. Not at all. I can tell you're really excited about this die. Loads of you say, chatting away. My craft room has recently been described as a crafter's companion shop, says Carol Coe. Christine Mahoney says, I love this blouse on you, Sara. It looks absolutely fabulous.
Why, thank you, darling. This old thing that I picked out, it actually, you know, I'm joking, it is an old thing that I picked out today. So
I think it's lovely.
Does it look quite smart? I've gone with a nice professional looking skirt as well, and then you'll laugh because I've got me big snow boot things on at the bottom, because it is absolutely freezing here. So yes, right, here we go. Here's what we're going to do, Joe. Where's my tape? Where's my... there it is.
It's so cold, isn't it, in the northeast at the moment, Sara? The snow on the Windows screen today, and bearing in mind I didn't leave the house until about 9:05 this morning, right? I had the you know, the de-icer, sprayed that all over the car, didn't get it off. The ice chunks were like bullets on the screen. I had to get the scraper out and actually physically scrape them off. And this is at like 9:30 in the morning. It's so cold at the moment.
So some of us were up at 5:30 with our hat and mittens on to go running, and then so I did my running at 5:30 this morning, got in at 6:15, turned Simon's car on for him, came in the house, the kids were just getting up, he went out to work. As he went out, turned my car on to warm up, so that by the time I then left the house at about 7 o'clock to drop the kids off at my mum and dad's,
oh, it's toasty.
It was all nice and toasty. That's the trick, you see, that's the trick, and then you don't need to worry about
it. Really is the trick. Although it's cold, I must admit, there's nothing nicer than getting all the layers on, getting bundled up. I did a couple of like 13k walks last week, so I'm going to nail a couple more of those this week.
Nice.
Really lovely, yes. But I will not be sorry when it's summer, let's put it that way.
Do you know, I was actually on our Craig's new morning show on Monday.
Oh, isn't it fabulous? You had me on this morning.
Yeah, I was just going to say, weren't you on this morning? How did it go? How was it like being a guest on the show this morning, having a bit of chit-chat?
It was really, really hard. Do you know why? Because we were over here in this part as well. We were in like my little section too, not over there. So I had to keep remembering that it's not my show, it's Craig's show. But it was good. They dug out an old blooper from Ideal World where I poured egg white all over a presenter's head that they hadn't told me they'd found.
I remember the one.
We talked about how long I had been working in Shopping Telly for. Yeah, it was loads of fun, and I've just heard who he's getting guest-wise lined up for later in the week. And honestly, move over, Parkinson, Graham Norton, you finished. Jonathan Ross, who? Craig Laird's in town.
Exactly. Honestly, everybody wants to be on our Craig show. Isn't it lovely?
It really is great.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit competitive in the office. Everyone's wanting to come on. Basically, if you haven't been watching it, folks, right? So every day, Craig is doing like a bit of a behind the scenes look. Before we start our day, he's doing a lovely behind the scenes look, showing everyone what's coming up on Crafters TV that day. So if you want a good nosy at everything that's happening and you want a preview and everything
absolutely.
like that. So like our poor Jan tomorrow, she's so excited to be doing her first launch day. Craig's jumping in there ahead of time and giving everybody the scoop on it before she's even in the building.
I thought I was the one that gave all the secrets away until now. It looks like, you know, loose lips sink ships, but I've got competition now with Craig as well. He's getting all the hot gossip out there as well, which is fantastic. I love it. And also, all part of our new schedule, isn't it? So 7 hours a day now, we're with you live, Monday to Friday, and then 6 hours, of course, at the weekend. And normally, this would be the last show of the day for you, but oh no. It's so lovely that those of you that work here in the UK, when you get home from work, we're going to be with you at 7 p.m. And also, you guys on the West Coast have now got a lunchtime show as well. That looks fabulous, Sarah.
Well, it's just that I just wanted to show you. We didn't have time to do a whole card because it's one of our Explorer kits, but I wanted to show you how easy it was. If this is your first time, obviously you need the die, you need the double-sided die plates, you need the tape to hold it down. All we thought we'd do is give you everything you need in the kit, take a load of money off so that those of you who are just starting out, perfect place to get started.
Absolutely, it is. And the Explorer kit's all about you discovering something new, which is what we always want you to do. Here we have the floral delight. So this is the die that you're getting included. One pass creates all of this gorgeous detail that you can see just here. Remember what else you're getting in there as well. So we're going to give you those double-sided die plates that you need. Remember, patented technology, you can't find this anywhere else other than with us here at Crafters Companion. You've then got your low-tack tape for sticking your die down. You've got your dotty tape 10 for sticking your die cuts down without getting any of those sort of nasty glue splodges. And then what you've also got then here as well is your luxury pearl cardstock too. Amazing. As a platinum member, as I said before, you are saving more than you are spending, which is absolutely incredible. There's never been a better chance, I don't think, to grab hold of something or to try our double-sided dies. I'm just hearing again, guys, how busy it still is on the new Totally Tiffany items. You guys are absolutely loving them. If you want to see Tiffany take you through them, all you need to do is go back to the start of the show. But, you know, wait till we finish, right? After this show ends, you've got an hour. That means you've got a good 20 minutes to go rewind, watch Tiffany bring them to you again, and go through all the great uses of them. I'll give you the details of them again in just a moment. Let's also recap whilst we're here the details of those awesome 3D embossing folders that come with the 2 stencils as well. Value for money is awesome because you think about it, what you're really spending is £22.50 on 6 embossing folders and then £22.50 on 6 sets of stencils. That is redonkadonk, brilliant value for money.
Redonkadonk, is it, Joe? It's redonkadonk.
It's redonkadonk. It really is. It's ridiculous and bonkers. Redonkadonk, that's what it is. You've got the floral butterfly in here, which is beautiful. I love that. I love these lines coming off. It gives it so much movement. Then you've got the lovely roses in there. You're also going to receive the beautiful lilies. You've got that hummingbird in there as well. Then you've got those delicate dandelions as well as the precious poppies. I love these, Sarah. I love how sort of abstract almost these poppies are, and they'd look great, I think, with that sort of, you know, that faux enamelling that sometimes people do on them, making them super, super shiny. $44.99 if you're in the UK, $58.27 if you are in the US. Platinum members, $35.99 or $46.62 is your price. You guys are chatting away. Katie on Facebook says, my day now starts at 1 a.m. with Crafters TV and then runs on. So many people are on Crafters TV time, Sarah.
Can I just say, those of you who have moved your schedule to be on Crafters TV time, Sending tons of love. But for those of you that obviously don't want to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning or stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning to watch Craig's show, bear in mind, what I wanted is, when you do get up, the first thing you do will turn that on and watch it. Even if it's not live at the time, that will set you up for the day, give you the behind the scenes scoop on everything you can look forward to the rest of the day as it was. Oh, yeah. I love it. I love
absolutely.
it. Very
and
excited.
Also, we're live with you 7 hours a day now as well. Don't forget, we've got that really exciting HSM preview to look forward to on Thursday with Ben and with Sara. Ben was literally texting me last night telling me how excited he is to do his first ever HSM preview. So make sure you guys go keep him company. Susie T, talking about those double-sided dies, says she loves the double-sided dies so much she thinks maybe they might be her favourite, which is awesome. I feel like, are we going to have a late contender now here for demo of the show?
No. Well, no, but maybe yes. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to get any cards finished, but I'm going to have a play with those backgrounds which have now dried, okay? So, 3D folders and stencils. What I did in the first demo, in case you missed, folks, you absolutely need to go back and watch, because nailed the hummingbird, right? Absolutely love that hummingbird. That was me showing you how to use those daubers to get in nice and detailed and start mixing and blending the colours together. What I'm going to do now is completely different, Joe. We're going to use them not together. I'm going to use the 3D embossing folders, then I'm going to use the stencils totally differently. So, 3D folder wise, right? I'm going to start off with that gorgeous rose. And all I'm going to do is, I can see that this is far too big, right? But that's purposeful. So I'm happy, a little bit of green down the bottom, a little bit of purple in there. Because it's a 3D folder, we're going base cutting plate. You're then going to go with your magnetic and your clear plate, and we're going to run that through. And I'm just going to go at it with a little bit of gilding wax. So I've got my silver on here, and we're going to bring a little bit of silver gilding wax in, but I'm going to trim it down before I put that gilding wax on. So even if you don't do the kind of advanced techniques that I've been showing you, trust me when I say these are just absolutely gorgeous 3D embossing folders. And the thing is, Joe, for the price that you're paying today, right, you're actually it's like you're getting the stencils for free. It's like you're paying the price of 6 3D embossing folders, but you're getting 6 3D embossing folders and 12 stencils included at that same price. So that's the way I would see it as working.
I think as well, having worked, not just here at Crafters Companion, but, worked across the craft industry, Sara, I think as well, no one does embossing folders like we do. And I think almost we've definitely had a hand in leading to them becoming popular again. Yeah. Because I think when a lot of companies weren't doing embossing folders, Crafters Companion were absolutely nailing them and doing amazing embossing folders. And now other companies have started doing them as well, I've noticed, and are really trying to do more of them. But they are the absolute best ours as far as I'm concerned.
Well, they're just all Crafters Companion wannabes, aren't they?
The tea is piping hot today.
It's absolutely. Do you know what it is though, Joe? That's because we don't rest on our laurels. So when everyone else was busy making embossing folders, we were busy working out how to make embossing folders 3D. And then once everyone else had caught up and decided to make 3D embossing folders, now we're designing 3D stencils to fit with our 3D embossing folders. So we're always one step ahead of everything else that's going on in the market. Now look at this. This is just a nice, quick, simple background using that gorgeous rose, but that allows you to really see the 3D-ness that I was talking about. That's going to allow you to see it really, really well on there. So that is using the background that we created just with the 3D embossing folder. There is kind of the start point, okay? Now, let's have a try with this one. Let's try a completely different technique. So now I'm going to use
Katie on YouTube says she feels like she now lives in our studio. We're all happy with that. It's an open house policy here at Crafters TV.
You are very welcome to come live in our studio. Let's have a look. I think this needs
it doesn't sound very COVID friendly. Maybe in a few months' time.
Right, let's have a look. I'm going to just pop another little bit of spray on here on the background. Right, really important, folks. Don't put much on, right? At this stage here, if you're going to be putting it through the machine, do not use too much of the spray, okay? So if I pop that spray on and I hold this in place here, all right? I just want to make sure that I've got all of those bits in place there. Now, when you're embossing a stencil, what you're going to do is you're going to use your rubber embossing mat and we're going to push it up. We're going to push the cardstock up and through. So that goes behind.
So you're embossing the emboss. So you've already embossed that piece of cardstock.
No,
or you
I haven't.
Okay, this
haven't
is
embossed it.
You're
I'm
embossing it
embossing
with the stencil.
Instead of
Brilliant.
doing the 3D emboss. So completely different look altogether, more subtle emboss. Then I'm going to put my clear plate on. Then I'm going to put the top plate on. So all I'm missing is the magnetic. I'm going to add in the metal.
And am I right in thinking, I think I might be learning, you never have the magnetic and the purple one together at the same time?
Exactly. You don't want the magnetic and the embossing. Basically, of all the plates in your Gemini, the rubber embossing mat is the weakest because it's not plastic. Well, it's like a rubber, but it's not plastic like the others. So that is the one that absorbs the pressure. So if you put too much in, that is just going to absorb that pressure and basically just wrinkle up and be a mess. So if yours is ever wrinkled up, you know why it is, you put too much pressure through. Now, if I try and show you on the back, oh, hello, yes, our George will be able to get this, no problem. Can you see there? You can see how we've embossed into the stencil. Now what I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm just going to come in, let's get those daubers out because I need to just a little bit of absolute precision. And I'm going to get some colours that match.
It is, the website is on fire for the daubers. The finger daubers are so busy. We talk about them being out of stock all the time. I don't think it'll be long before we're back to that situation again. If you want to grab them, $19.50 or $26. I don't know how we've managed to do them with a discount. You're going to get them for less than £16 as a platinum member in the UK, less than $20 as a platinum member in the US. I would definitely say multi-order on them because I think once you've started using them, you'll not know what you did before them, basically. And absolutely, I think you'll agree with me, I'm sure, Sarah. The big blending tool absolutely got its place, hasn't it? But these doing a slightly different job for us.
It's where you need to be accurate, Joe. So if you've got any stencils at all, I'm just going to tell you, you absolutely want to be making sure you get hold of these because if you don't, and I mean, I did it the other day on the show before I had the blending tools, and I tried to do this with our regular big blending tools, and you just can't get in there. Now, here's the other thing you must absolutely not do as well, okay? So for those of you who are doing, who use the daubers with the opaque pigment ink pads, so when we launched them, Joe, we launched them with the opaque pigment ink pads. I know these have got, these ones down in this corner here, I can see that one in particular has got opaque pigment ink on it. Don't mix your opaque pigment and your water reactive. They are completely different substrates and you don't want to be trying to blend one on with the other, okay? So keep one set of daubers for your opaque pigments and then you want another set altogether to use with your to use with your Harmony water reactors. If you want to use a set with a quick dry, you are more than welcome to use the same ones for the quick dry as what you would use for this, but don't use the so the quick dry and the water reactives can play together, but you don't want to be, because they're all water reactive.
Oh, is it because what they're sort of made out of is similar, the quick dry and the water reactive?
Exactly.
Okay.
Whereas you notice when you I mean, I've got an opaque pigment here. So this is fuchsia in the water reactive. This is fuchsia in the opaque pigment. Completely different type of foam, type of ink, everything. Don't want your daubers cross-pollinating, okay?
So is it like an oil base then, the pigment?
Oh man,
I'll ask Leanne.
This,
I'm texting Leanne.
Do I look like I've got frizzy curly hair going on here? I think not. You're asking the wrong one.
I'm texting her right now, okay? I'm going to text her.
I have not got a Scooby-Doo why they work the way they do.
I do love your honesty though, Sarah.
Now, look at this. Look now. So we've got that awesome background and now we've actually got the texture of the emboss with a little bit of a hint on there. And then again, all you do is bring in, if I just bring in this and trim it. Now, it's really hard, Joe. So this isn't, I would be a little bit embarrassed, might I just say, if this gets to go on the wall at the back. I feel like, you know, Jan's going to be in tomorrow and she's going to be like, did Sarah just not finish that card while she was on air? You need to tell her, so you need to understand, folks, I hadn't planned to do this one, so I haven't actually planned any base card or anything to put it on.
So I'll tell you what then, you can give us your nominations then for demo of the show in that case, Sarah.
Ooh, I'll bring them over anyway.
They look
I'm on
beautiful.
My way over. Where's my Hummingbird? I'm on my way over, Joe, with my Hummingbird, my fabulous card.
Fabulous. Craig Revel Hallward's favourite cards. You're going to pop those to it. So they're the two nominations for demo of the show. I can have these two as well. Thank you. All right, wonderful. Okay.
Go on,
so, do you want the Hummingbird? Do you want Fabulous? or do you want to nominate the roses? It is up to you. Let me know in the comments on Facebook and across on YouTube as well. I think I know which one is going to win, but I am going to keep my prediction to myself. I think it's going to be that one. Let us know. Our social media superstars will tally those votes up and will let us know. So, right, let me just recap what you're getting in those 3D stencils because they are absolutely awesome. You've got that floral butterfly, which is beautiful, really, really lovely, really delicate. But again, what I also love about these is, depending on how you colour them up, is going to give you a very different result. The type of ink pads you use, whether you choose to heat emboss them or not, it is completely up to you. How about doing them in something like a mirror card or a matte mirror card and then sanding them back with a sanding block? That would give you a totally different look and feel. You've also got the delicate dandelions in here, and you've also got those precious poppies in there as well. $44.99 or $58.27 to get all of them. Platinum members, if you want to go for them, $35.99 or $46.62. Remember, you are voting for Hummingbird, Fabulous or Roses in the comments. Do let me know. Someone will tally all of those votes up. The daubers are proving very popular still. Because they're in stock. Everyone wants to get their hands on these, but we've kept that stock back for you, our Crafters TV viewers. $19.50 or $26 to get your hands on those, which is absolutely awesome. You're going to get them for, what, less than £16 as a Club Inspired Platinum member. Right up next, the birthday surprise box. With awesome value, last chance saloon on this one. I know we're coming towards the very end of the stocks here. How about getting this as a special gift for someone that you know needs a care package? That special gift for someone could be for you. You know, it's Treat Yourself Tuesday. And,
is that what we call it?
It's always Treat Yourself Tuesday, yeah. It's a special one today though, Sarah, because it's Treat Yourself Tuesday mashed up versus Fake Friday. So it's an extra special Treat Yourself Tuesday today. So definitely treat yourself. £20 as a Club Inspired Platinum member in the UK. $29.95 if you are in the US, $24. Lisa, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's a global launch of Lisa, the brand new buddy bag. It is, of course, on a delayed dispatch. We're going to get this out to you on the 25th of January, or maybe before, but you are the first people to be able to order it. Over half of our global launch stock has gone. Is it going to run out? Is it going to sell out before the end of the hour? No, absolutely not. It isn't. Could it sell out on the 48 hours after this show airs, when everyone's had a chance to catch up? Probably could. Could we be in a position where maybe we're not going to read it back until we've got another order fulfilled? Absolutely. So if you want your hands on it, you want to get this. Remember, 6 of these will go into one of your lowest totes. Then do grab it, because over half the stock here has gone. $12.99 or $14.99. Nancy, I love this new bag. It is like the sort of lowest junior, if you will. It's the same height, it's the same width, it's not quite as deep. You've got that zip on there. It's going to be able to house your rotating design board, as well as a couple of other buddy bags. This is that bag you're going to use on the train, on the bus, when you just pop into the in-laws for the weekend and you don't want to make conversation with them. You can just get a bit of crafting stuff in here and just get in your zone. And what I also love is that it's only £12 as a Club Inspired Platinum member in the UK, $16.99 if you are across in the US. Rose is taking it on YouTube, and Hummingbird is taking it on Facebook apparently. But Hummingbird is catching up now on YouTube. You've got 3 more minutes to get your votes cast for the demonstration of the show, so make sure that you do that. Before that happens though, before the end of this show, we want to preview something that is launching tomorrow, which is gorgeous. I feel like our photopolymer stamps is something like, you know, we talked about our edgeables and what we're famous for, and also our 3D embossing folders. I feel like that's how we're getting with our photopolymer stamps, and these ones are beautiful, aren't they?
They're great. They are abstract shapes. So let me just show you, for example, this is the card I'm going to try and quickly do. Even if I don't get to do the whole card, I'll show you the stamping technique, okay? So it's a butterfly, but it's a butterfly made up of a load of butterflies, okay? So can you see, if I get you that stamp set, that's it here. So you've got the beautiful big stamp. In fact, should I show you it overhead so you can see it? There you go. So you've got the beautiful big stamp of the butterfly filled in with all those butterflies, makes the most gorgeous card. We've got the butterfly. Then we've got, let me show you the next one, is the heart. So the heart made up with these gorgeous flowers inside. You've got that gorgeous blossoming floral made up with all the flowers inside, which again I think is just beautiful. And then you've got the star with all of the other stars inside. So I just think they're really nice, simple, clever. Jan is here tomorrow. This is Jan's first time doing a launch day, so please, well, I would say please tune in and support her. However, actually, I chose Jan to do this show because she is such an expert stamper on our team, and I know that these are big technique-y stamps. So first show, well, it's not the first show of the day anymore tomorrow, it's a 1 o'clock show for us here in the UK. So
it's the third show.
Third show of the day. And I know our Craig is being absolutely ridiculous, and Craig is sneaking in there tomorrow morning. So if you're watching tomorrow morning for Craig's wake-up call, then you will see Craig do a demo and a preview of these as well. So you'll get basically we've got loads and loads of inspiration coming your way tomorrow if you're wanting some ideas with it. Look at the little hearts and the flowers and that in the background. I just think they look so clever. And then there's that beautiful butterfly again, used in a completely different way. So here we go. Let me get this used. Let me just show you. What I'm going to do is, as you alluded to, Joe, these are all photopolymer stamps. So they are fantastic.
So what's the difference in photopolymer then, for anyone that's fairly new to stamping, between our rubber stamps, our acrylic stamps and our photopolymers, Sara?
Well, the photopolymers ones smell a bit funny, right?
They do, don't they?
But they replicate rubber a lot more accurately and closely. So for those of you who have worked before with acrylic stamps and you struggle to get the ink to take to the stamp sometimes, very, very premium high-end clear stamps are made of photopolymer. Totally different process, totally different material. It's about 2.5 times the price of acrylic. However, we make so many millions of these stamps now, we've actually worked with some of our factories to enhance the machinery and be able to do this and bring you photopolymer stamps at like just over the price you'd be paying for acrylic. So the price is incredible, right? Now, let me show you. I'm going to use the opaque pigment because I'm going to show you how you get this two-tone, okay? So I'm going to use the opaque pigment. I'm going to start off with a little bit of the very, very deep opaque pigment. So the plum jam, I'm using 2 colours from within the same family, right? And then because I don't want to then go and put this one down and pick the darker colour up with this is when you start and use your daubers. So I'm going to use the one that's got the opaque pigment on, pick it up onto the dauber and then apply it around the edge, and I can bring it in and create that two-tone effect really subtly in there. So I'm doing the same again. I'm coming down the outside, and because of the nature of the ink, which we've already ascertained, I don't know what type of ink that is, but because of the nature of the type of ink it is, it's going to basically blend together on the stamp, right? So we've got that lovely blend going on the stamp there. We turn around and you can stamp it beautifully well on the middle of here. And then because this is opaque pigment, I can come straight on with that clear embossing powder and it's going to stick beautifully well. So if you've always loved that heat embossing technique, the ink pads that you need are opaque pigment ink pads, right? These are the type of ink pads you need to be using. I'm going to tap off the excess there, and then it never ceases to amaze me watching this technique. So what I'll do is, I'll do this from the back so that hopefully our camera can get in on the close-up and you'll be able to start and watch this do the turn. Ooh. So all I'm doing is heating it from the back like this, can you see? So that as you start to see this turning,
oh yeah, I can see that going there.
Turning up on that top corner, and you can see it turning literally right in front of your eyes like that.
So cool, this technique, isn't it? And I love it. I think it's such a good payoff, this technique, Sara, because when you look at it, it almost looks like it's like a resin or it's been manufactured, especially if you're going in a couple times with it. I need to let you all know that the Hummingbird has won. It is the winner, by the way, for the second week in a row.
There's the card that I made. So I just wanted to show you how you do the stamping and embossing. There is the card that I've made. But make sure you tune in tomorrow with Jan. And she's got, I mean, I've seen some of the stuff she's been making. I cannot wait. I'll certainly be watching the show. It's been a phenomenal day today. And we've got an even more exciting day, I would like to argue, coming up tomorrow with Jan. And of course, wake up with Craig in the morning and he'll give you all the lowdown scoop on it.
Absolutely. And you know what, guys, I know it's been a great start to the new year with us launching our brand new schedule, but I wish I was able to tell you about even just 10% of the amazing things we've got planned for you throughout the year. It's going to be such an exciting year here on Crafters TV. Don't forget everything that you've seen in the show today. Those Tiffany items are still incredibly busy. Over half of that global launch stock of the Lisa has gone. Almost half of the Nancy tote bag has also gone as well. So make sure you are getting your orders in. If you're watching this show back at a later date, then definitely check the website for the current stock situation on the Totally Tiffany items. Very busy across everything you've seen. Normally that would be the end of the day here now on Crafters TV. However, it is not. I can see the Scotty Hottie out the window on the left side of the studio. Over here is limbering up. He's doing his pre-show yoga. And we will be back for the second instalment of Craft Vault with all new demonstrations in just an hour. Sara, can I say it was worth the wait? I don't think we've worked with each other since like early December, but it was like putting on a comfortable old pair of slippers. It was so lovely to be back with you in this glorious new studio.
I'm glad to be the old comfortable pair of slippers. Thrilled, in fact, absolutely thrilled.
I mean, there aren't many things I'd want to be more than a comfy pair of slippers in this world, I don't think. Huge thanks to Sara, huge thanks to you guys at home. We'll see you back here in an hour with myself and Craig for the Craft Vault. Take care.